Hey guys, in today's video, we have the process of creating this model. Today, we'll see the step-by-step of how to create this type of model in 3ds Max. If you like the content, subscribe to the channel, leave your like and comment here what you would like to see in the next videos. So, let's go to class. Let's start by creating a plan to add our reference. The download link is in the video description. Let's start with a circle. Adjust the reference a little back and position the circle according to the angle of the bottle. We will do this along the entire shape of the model. Create a copy of the circle by holding down the Shift key and adjust the rotation and position to match to the reference. This way, we'll maintain the cylindrical shape of the bottle and create the base with the circles. Once that is done, add an edit spline to the first circle and then use attach to join them. Now, with the cross section, we will select the circles to create this base. Add the surface modifier to transform the lines into an editable mesh. Select the flip normal to adjust the face of the model, and in the patch topology, we will adjust the amount of the mesh of the object. We will add an edit poly above to visualize the mesh. Here, we adjust the value to 2. I will remove some loops that are not necessary using the Ctrl-Alt and Backspace. Adjust some adds so that they match to the reference better. At the base, we will select the central face and use the grow to select the entire base. We will insert some loops by holding down Shift and scale the shape. To finish, apply a chamfer to the edges of the bottle. At the top, we will separate the face using detach. Now, we will add the Open Subdivide modifier. We will see that the shape ends up shrunken a little. To adjust, we will add some support loops. I will go back to Edit Poly and add some loops using Alt 1. And then, holding down the Shift key for the loops, maintain the shape of the model. With Alt 2, we adjust the distance of some loops. Here, we see that the model is now closer to the reference. In these parts, we will move the loop down a little more to maintain the hard edge. Here, I use the Add constraint to drag the loop without losing the shape of the model. Now that we have the base created, let's create the detail on the sides. To do this, I will create a copy of the model. Let's delete the Open Subdivide modifier and change the color to make it easy to see. Let's isolate only the copy with the reference in the scene. And using the Cut tool, we will create a cut around the detail. Here, we'll see that there is a small opening in the back. Let's make it according to the reference. Once this is done, select the face on the sides of the detail and separate it from the model using detach. Now, let's refine this detail. We'll adjust the base of the sides and then improve the general shape using the Cuts tool. The idea here is to create a flow that matches the shape of the detail. Let's remove the excess of the vertices in this part of the model. In these parts, I'll improve the connection of the edges so that the shape doesn't get too tangled. Now that we have the detail created, let's use the Conform tool to position the detail on the base of the model. To do this, let's open the top panel and in Draw 1, change it to Surface. Let's go to Pick and select the base of the object. Now, with the Conform tool, just click along the entire detail and it will adapt to the shape of the base. Once that is done, add a shell to give thickness to the shape and the Open Subdivide modifier. Here, I add a symmetry and check some more general adjustments to the detail. In the lower parts, I'm going to round the corners a little more. In the front view, let's align the edges so that they don't move apart at the ends. Just select the entire edge and use the scale to align. Remember to change the constraint to none again. To insert this, use the Conform again. And so we finish the base of the model. Now let's move on the leads. With the face width separated, we'll add a shell to create the leads. Adjust the size and scale of the upper part. In face modes, use the Scale tool while holding down the Shift K button to insert a new face. Adjust it so that it matches the bottom's spots. Here, I will scale the upper part, creating the thinner part. Again, with the Scale tool, we will create the hole in the bottom. Use the Extrude tool and adjust the direction and the width. In Edge modes, we will select the edge and apply a chamfer to keeping the edge hard. Do the same for the base and the edge of the leads. We will create a double edge. Here, I will delete the face of the base and obtain the shape. To give thickness to the leads, I will use the shell modifier. Let's do the same at the base of the bottle. And that's it. Here, we have the finished the model. I hope you enjoy the content. See you in next time. Bye! Subscribe to the channel, it's very important.